Yo, yo, Christy, Christ, Christian, Christ. I don't know, whatever the fuck that means. But look, that's probably what the whole problem is. So I've been getting a phone. Oh, greetings, my lovely gods, goddesses. So look, I got a couple of phone calls, and this person was like stuck, trying to get out, trying to trying to get out of life. And I said, you gotta go through that shit to know what the deal is for anything, And then I said, the only way to really break through is to understand that it's just a game. It's just a game. No matter how severe your perception, shit. Your perception knows what's going on because the body knows things that you might not know. And when the body talks, the mind doesn't listen because we were trained to think differently. That's why. We're trained to think not through our body, but through the beast, rather. But anyway, I said, once you realize that you're in a game, once you realize that, actually realize it. You can just go keep wandering out, but, we keep going about our daily business, but it's a game. It's a game. And, once you can break out of that game, you just gotta say you're done. And this is the toughest pill was to ever swallow, was to turn your back on everything that you knew that was real, or what you thought that was real, what you were trained to believe. So, like we are pawns, in life, and we give up our freedom to do certain things. We give up shit to do things. Like we never really thought about searching God first, because we always thought about, well, I need this, and this happiness will come after this, after I get this degree, or after I get paid, or they always got you after. So we're always going after something for happiness, but that's not happiness. But that's what the mainstream wants you to do. That's why we live in this fucked up society where everything is, come on, hurry. You gotta have 8 jobs, because everything's fucking, costing so fucking much money, and it's a design. It's designed like that. And where they got us believing that happiness will come after you build the business and after you have all these things set. Pretty much when you're 75 years old, happiness comes to you. And, that shit just doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't register. And now looking back as a child, like, looking at everything like, it was a game, and I was being played through the system, through parenting, through the institutionalized the schooling system. And I say system, I mean it's a system. It's a design system to control, and that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. If you think about, what Earth religion really is. It's not about these buildings and all this nonsense. It's nonsense. So, but then, like, once you get out of the game, right? You're like, now you're lost as fuck. And you're like, what the fuck? Why did I do that? Like, questioning. There's a reason why the rear view mirror is so small. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why it's tiny. But look at the windshield. Look forward. Look, they got another window here. And another window over there. And a mirror. A bigger mirror. But hey, you can see a bigger picture. But we weren't, you know, not if you're part of the system, but that's the way it is, like this is what we're trained to believe. It's a design system. It's a cleansing, right? It's a cleansing of the people who are crazy, who are colorful, rather unique. It's a system to go against, to reject us type of people, to reject this class of people that are colorful, that are unique, who aren't, educated, so to speak, through the institutions, But you're gonna say, yo, D, educate. No, man, look beyond that shit. Look through that shit. Look beyond the schools. Look beyond the fucking the culture. Look beyond. You know what I'm saying? And if you go all the way to the beginning, you'll see nothing. You'll see nothing but unique minds. Because that's all there was. And someone really, some intellectuals got together and played games with it. They wrote books, poems, this and that, da da da. They play games with it, and the game went too far to a mass. Look at it, mass manipulation. The game went way too far, and if you don't see that is a game and that you're just where we are, I'm still in the game. Sometimes you have to play the game. You have to play the game, and this is what I'm going to get to. You have to play the game to see what the fuck, why you're even in this game. So you always have to go through something. We're always going through the muddy waters. We're always traveling through rocky roads. We're always going through shark-infested waters constantly. I guess this is the purpose for God. There's something on the other side of that shit. I'm not a God person. I don't really believe in God because, you're a God. I'm saying I'm God. This phone is God. I'm saying this truck is God. But that's another story. But we're always reaching for the impossible. And the one who's always reaching for that impossible is the seeker. And the seeker lives within. I'm saying, like, the seeker is the one within the beast. But the beast has figured out to control the seeker. It's like, it's not like there's not two things living inside. It's just the psyche. The psyche lives inside the body. That's it. There's no, and the psyche could be, dense. Depends on if the denser it is, the more negative it is. But once you allow the psyche to work, once the beast sits back and chills a minute and don't worry about having to fuck everything you see and get all the money you need and worry about fucking nonsense, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta get through that shit. You just don't worry about it. Put the beasts aside for a second. Let that bitch sit aside and meditate with that motherfucker, right? Sit that motherfucker aside and be like, yo, let's get this shit going because I'm tired. I'm beat up. Beat the fuck. The beast will beat the fuck out of you. I admit I still get beat up. I'm still in the labor. You know what I'm saying? I'm still doing labor shit. I'm still in the design. I'm still trying to figure out a way to better this shit and get the fuck out of this position. A lot of times the beast now is starting to get like, I don't want to do all of this shit no more. It's too much. It's too much to do. Because I let the psyche sit on the side. You know what I'm saying? So it's sort of like trying to break through. The beast is the one in control, it seems. I mean, that's, whatever your perception is what you believe. And you're not going to believe, no one's going to believe what I believe. And that's, who cares? Right? I mean, I'm just painting a picture. I'm using the canvas around me, And that's what it all boils down to is that vision, like it's not here, but it's somewhere. I don't that doesn't mean to go around and believe every fucking conspiracy that you hear, and that's not getting out of the game. That's still in the game, because that is part of that game. That's a third dimensional game. That's all it is. And it's materialistic. Listen, it's man-made. Like, anything man-made is basically poison. That's pretty much the bottom line. It was out of, there's very little like soul work, but people do sell their soul. Your art is you sell your art as you're selling your soul. And make sure you want to, touch it before you go selling your soul. Make sure you want to be a part of that. Not, right now, not your year, your day, your month, your week, but your life. You want to make sure you want that as a part of your life before you go selling your soul. So be careful where you sell your soul, portions of your soul too. And I know when I say artists, some things, Michelangelo and the fucking ceiling and all this nonsense, that corny bullshit. I'm talking about real art, real human being, real get down human, creative, colorful spirit. That's what I'm talking about. Art is the way you talk, the way you carry yourself, the way you see things, the way you present yourself, how you see yourself. How do you see yourself? Get down with that, and check it out. Go look in the mirror and say, how do you see yourself? You find out, Let the soul speak. Let that divine take over. And now the more I say the divine, I feel more feminine. Like divine feels more feminine to me, but I know it's a quality of both. The unity. So, but the beast always feels masculine. I know there's feminine beast as well, and there that have a masculine trait, but aggressive rather. Yeah, but I don't know. That's them. I don't know. I'm still trying to fucking figure out my bullshit, right? I mean, because that's what it's all about. All right, so I'm about to break out of here, and just wanted to throw that out there. So right on, brother. I spotted an eagle. Real quick, this is the eagle medicine pretty much. The past 4 days, before this video, there's like 4 videos. So this is all eagle medicine pretty much, because I live by the reservation in the metro parks in Cleveland. In Cleveland, there's not a whole lot of fucking woods and fucking mountains. There's none of no mountains over here. This is the fucking city. Yeah, you do have parks and whatnot, but these parks aren't, they're not the greatest. I don't even like it here, but I'm in the nicest part of Cleveland, one of the nicest parts of Cleveland. And the more and more I'm living there, I just want to get the fuck out. But anyway, that's not the point. I live by the reservations, pretty much in the backyard. So it was fucking Monday or Sunday. I think it was Sunday. I was just letting the dog. I was fucking around with the dog, and all of a sudden I seen this big ass black bird out of nowhere come out of the ravine, like the wood line. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And it came right about where the creek runs. So I was like, "Holy shit!" But first I was like, "That's a blue heron, right?" I was like, "Whoa, crazy!" It got closer and closer. That ain't no blue heron. That's a fucking eagle, man. I see. Then it got closer to my house. I was like, oh, whoa. And then, the thing flew over this is huge. This bird was huge. I was like, flew over my neighbor's house real low so I could see it and everything. Like, tripped me out. And those are omens, but I'm going to get to that. We'll do a light language for that. Well, I'll have to go over that story again. So you're going to hear it twice, because maybe it'll be different. Because this is how they do it. This is just documenting how shit is done. Because when the body does fall off, this is all that's left. My psyche, and this will be physically left. Is this here is documentation. I love you guys. Be fucking unique. Be real. Be magical. Right? And there goes Some sort of duck. Goose. Look like a goose. I don't know. The gooses don't go in singles. Ducks do. Alright, I'm out of here. Whatever. That's all craziness. I gotta get some shit done. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Peace.